What's up, guys? It's your girl Dominique with Empathic Guidance, and I'm here with another video for y'all today. And today is a little bit different because instead of the normal namaste, mundane, instructional videos, I'm going to tell y'all a little juicy story time from my past, and hopefully you guys get some laughs and y'all gonna get the tea today. So basically, I got a series of 3 stories that I want to tell you guys today. I might break it up into 3 videos just to, I don't know, fill up some space or something. But definitely all of these 3 story times are in conjunction. So it's kind of important that I tell all 3 stories. I could tell them, day after day, but you know what? I don't even want to keep y'all in suspense like that. So we're going to get off into this story. So basically, this was like 10, 11 years ago. I was like 23 years old. And my kid's father, he is my first love and the first person I ever been with or whatever. And at this time, I was working really, really odd hours at a warehouse. And I think I had to be to work at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And our kids, I think they were like 1, 3, and 4 or something like that, or they were going on those ages. You know what? Actually, I think this happened on our daughter's 3rd birthday, our second daughter's 3rd birthday. So basically, he worked a daytime job where he did construction on roofs. So we were kind of working opposite schedules. And normally he couldn't watch the kids for me. So their godparents would watch them. But this particular day, their godparents couldn't do it. So I already talked to him like, you know what? I need you to watch the kids. I got to be to work at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you're going to have to spend a night, or they're going to have to spend a night at your house. So basically, once he got off of work, he gave me a holler and was like, you know what? Yeah, I can watch the kids. I ain't got nothing to do in the morning. And basically, go ahead and cook some dinner and then head this way because I just got home. I just want to shower and unwind. And then I'll basically be ready. So I'm like, all right, bet. I went on, put dinner on. And he probably stayed like a 5-minute drive from me at the time. So hopped in a car, went to his house and pulled up. And as soon as I pulled up, his sister was like, called me and was like, you know what? I just got off work. I ain't got to ride home. Where you at? Can you come get me? So I'm really close with his family because at this point we've been together for like 10. We was together for like 10 years on and off or whatever. So I went to go get her. She probably works like 7 minutes away from their house. So everything is like within the same vicinity. So I went to go pick her up. We came back to the house and immediately upon us pulling up, a van pulls up behind us. So I'm just like, who the hell is that? Or whatever. She was like, oh God, that's baby mom number 2. So, just to give y'all a little bit of history of me and my kid's father relationship, we definitely was on and off for 10 years. And, on these offs, or sometimes even when we was on, he just had other women. He was a player. Like, he had 2 other women, kids by 2 other women besides me. And I want to say the 3rd one, she is very respectful. Like, she stayed out the drama. I never got into it with her. It was just cool. But the other one, I guess because we was back to back, 1 and 2, it was just controversy. And we were the ones that he was back and forth between. Like the last one, she took herself out the equation, which was the best thing she could have did. Much respect to her for that. She didn't involve herself in no 3, 4, 5, 6 party situation. When she found out somebody wasn't worthy of her, she dipped. And for that, I got much respect for her. Back then and to this day. So pretty much she like, yeah, that's number 2. So I'm like, oh God, here we go, because I already know this the one that I don't like, and we just be on some beefy type stuff. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm staying in the car, and tell your brother to come on, whatever he got to say to her, let him know, say that shit and let's roll, because I don't have time for no problems. So basically, at some point, I guess I was forced to get out the car because I was like waiting in the car for too long. He probably looked out the window and saw both of us pulled up on him, and he just like, oh shit. So he kind of just hid in the house, like cowered in the house. I hate that shit, but I gotta just keep it real. And that's the only way these videos is gonna be interesting to y'all, is if I just talk how I talk, because if I try to be too clean with it, it's gonna be boring or whatever. But Yeah, pretty much he kind of like coward, like stays cowardly ass in the house or whatever, while me and her just outside. And like, I don't have no alcohol in my system, so I'm just pretty laid back, like, you tripping, what's going on, but basically she was like, what you doing here? This my man. Did RBD tell you that we back together? I don't want to say their name, so I'm gonna just name her number two, and I ain't no need to incorporate the third one. So it's just number one and number two. I'm number one, of course, but this nigga, I'ma just call him BD. But she like, yeah, did our BD let you know we was back together and this and this and that? I'm just thinking to myself, at this point, girl, we already know what it is. Like, he stayed back and forth between us. So yes, I took my feelings out the equation. I have physical interactions with him, and we spend time with our kids, and he watch the kids when I need him to watch the kids for work. And that's just what it is. But with us having like a good friendship at that time, I didn't want to rat him out. So I'm just like, you know what, Tiffany, that's great. I respect our relationship. I'm not here on nothing romantic. I literally just want him to come watch my kids so I can go to work to keep providing for our kids. You have a designated day, which was Saturday. He would go and watch our kids every Saturday at her house and spend a night with her. I knew that. I ain't care. I already know you a player. So what part of my future do you belong in? None. So at the end of the day, we already made our history together, which was our three kids. We had to deal with that. We had a good friendship, and we had a good physical relationship. And that's what I was keeping it at that point until I met the right one. So pretty much I'm just like, girl, I'm not here for that. So congratulations. I'm glad y'all talking about a future together. That's great. Fantastic, spectacular, whatever the fuck you want to say. So pretty much, what was I about to say? So yeah, she was just kind of going back and forth. I guess she was feeling herself extra because she had people with her. I was there by myself. I wasn't feeling nervous because I didn't even think she was gonna be stupid enough to jump stupid. So pretty much his mom was like instigating stuff, and I know that sounds so weird, but yeah, she literally was kind of like laughing about it and just kind of like, yeah, which one of y'all gonna have my grandkid next type shit, just instigating. So I'm just like, how petty can you be? You too old for that. But at the end of the day, at that time I didn't really, I would have kind of probably defended it because I was so close with his family at that time that I just didn't see nothing as wrong with it as I do now. So pretty much, she continued to talk mess. He ended up, tiptoeing his ass out the house or whatever and going over there and like saying something in her ear. And she basically was like, yeah, it's cool because he said I ain't got to even worry about you. So what pissed me off about that was not that he was trying to play it off, but instead of him staying neutral, he kind of took sides. And I'm thinking to myself, I just spent the night over here last night. What the hell you mean she ain't got to worry about me? If anything, you should have been telling her, listen, I already agreed with her that I was going to watch our kids. So you go home, rest off that alcoholism, and I will be with our kids tomorrow. So, they had two kids together, not just one, and I had three with him. So pretty much, he was like taking sides. So I'm just like, you know what, here I am this whole time your cowardly ass been in the house hiding. I'm up here taking up for you like, Tiffany, it's not nothing like that. Blase split, me and him cool. So even if we did have something going on, it's not my place to rat him out and cause problems between y'all. It's for you and him to figure that out. Since y'all talking about the future, then that's some questions you need to be asking him, not me. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of keeping it like that because I figured I got loyalty with him. I got kids with him. I got history with him, not you, boo. So, I was just like, whatever. And when he said that, I just went ham. And I'm like, okay, she ain't got to worry about me, but I was getting back shots and spent the night last night. Are you kidding me? Like basically it just took me over the edge. Like it took me from 0 to 100. So at this point, his mama like, you know what? She's so ignorant. She not going to leave. I know you the only one that got sense. I know you the only one that care about people other than just yourself. So could you just please leave? Like you can come back and get him when shit die down and when she go home because I don't want nothing to happen out here. So I'm like, you know what? For the love of your mama, I'm dipping. You know what I'm saying? So I got in the car I was driving at the time, and I pull off at the corner and stop at the stop sign. And I'm sitting there just checking to make sure I had all the stuff I came with, because I didn't come with a purse. I think I just came carrying stuff in my hands or whatever. Probably at that time I smoked cigarettes. I probably had a pack of Newports, my wallet, and like a lighter or something. And I probably was like genuinely just looking for the cigarettes, because I'm like, man, after this, I just need to light up. And I still got to find somebody to watch my kids, because the way she had mind control over him, I knew he wasn't going to come back around and watch them. So, pretty much as I'm at the stop sign, like making sure that everything in the passenger seat and I'm not pulling off without nothing, she comes around the corner from the other way. So I come down this way. She comes all the way around and she like stops. And in 2 seconds, she like out the car, door still open. And she like bamming on the window, roll the window down. Now, at this time, that car had just got major repairs from a major accident that literally enabled the window, like the window couldn't roll down. So whenever we had to roll down the window, or whenever we needed the window rolled down for something, we had to open up the door. So I just opened up the door like, what's up, number two? You know what I'm saying? And I mean number two in two ways too. It's like, I ain't got no issues with her now. It's no reason for me to. I haven't been interacting with him in the past 12 years, so it's no reason at all for me to have no issues with her. But I'm just saying, I'm just relating to my feeling at the time. So I'm like, what's up, number two? And she like, you know, Rob, and I'm just saying what she said verbatim. Rob it. Anyway, well, whatever, his name out there now. Anyways, BD is my nigga, and you need to don't mess with him no more, and this and this and that. And I'm like, listen, I'm gonna tell you this one time. He ain't tell me y'all was back together, but I'm gonna tell you that that's for you to talk to him about, not me, because you can't make him stop cheating. Even if I walk away, he will find somebody else. So you need to talk to him about his infidelity, not me, because I'm not your man. He your nigga, not me. So I was just repeating what she was saying. Hate to be saying the N-word on here, but whatever. Whoever don't like it, y'all know what to do. But yeah, so pretty much she just decided that she was gonna cause the first move. I guess it's because this probably the one time she was gonna be over there that deep. She had two friends in the car with her. So literally, she like lifted her leg high as she could, and like she couldn't really kick me in the lap because I was in a truck, but it's just like her foot landed in my lap, and that was her attempt to try to kick me. So I'm just like, did this bitch. So I'm just like, listen, you got one more time to touch my body with your body in any kind of harmful way, and it's going down. And so she repeated that same action. And by me sitting in the truck that's so high, I had an advantage to just jump down on top of her, you know. So pretty much I jumped down out the truck like fucking Spider-Man on top of her ass. And my hands just locked into tracks, like, and I just was swinging her until there wasn't nothing else to swing. It was just tracks in my hand, which I threw in the street because it was like greasy, like my fingers was like oily as hell. I don't know if she had oil sheen or what in her hands, but it ain't take no effort. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I don't know what kind of quick weed this was, but this was a speed weave because this shit came out just as fast as it went in. So I'm like, you know, I felt like it probably the adrenaline rush on top of the fact that for years we've been messing with the same man. So, you know, ladies, I don't know if y'all ever been in this situation before. Hopefully not many have, but if you have ever been in a situation where you had to compete for a man, you gonna always have this kind of animosity, like, you know, or probably imagine whooping her ass 1,000 times. So that was my opportunity to like bring my imagination to life. And so I guess the force of me always wanting to whoop her ass combined with like adrenaline rush, I just was whooping her ass. She was literally getting the business, and her friend was like, I just heard her friend coming up like, you ain't about to be beating my friend up. Oh my God. Number two, she whooping your ass. So the friend jumped on my back, and I guess it was her attempt to like, distract me or something. I don't know. But when I say I was not even focused on her, I probably tossed her ass off my back like a flea. And I just kept going at the friend. And like every time she tried to come back, it was just like a push to the ground. Like when I say I had the strength of Hulk, because I was so over, this ass whooping was so overdue, and I didn't want to have to do it. But you know, I told you guys, I already gave her a second chance, and nobody gonna do that. If you hit somebody one time, that's it, it's on. I said you do this shit one more time, I'm fucking you up, and that's what I had to do. So unfortunately, I had to fuck her and her friend up. I don't even know how I did that, y'all, because I don't fight, honestly. Like, either I got just natural strength, or like I said, it was just the anger of somebody being in the way of my relationship and being in the way of my family, making me feel like it just gave me like superpower strength, because them two girls was huffing and puffing in the corner with their hair all over their head. And when I say I started to fight like this, I ended the fight like this. Hair intact, lashes still in, diamonds didn't even fall out. I was intact. And so I was feeling all victorious. I'm all in the street bragging about it like, girl, you ain't even touch a hair on my head. I ain't even break a nail, beating your ass. Like, I'm just feeling victorious, talking mad shit, whatnot. And next thing I know, not my sister-in-law, but his sister came around the corner with a knife. Like, I know y'all ain't jumping my sister. I know y'all ain't jumping my sister. But she like, oh, these hoes already in the corner breathing hard. She must have handled that. I'm like, girl, I already handled that. So me and her, we kind of both going back and forth talking mess. Like, y'all can't even, how is two of y'all and y'all over there huffing and puffing? How I work both of y'all out? How I get both of y'all the Kanye workout plan? How did that happen? You know, so we just kind of like boasting, being, you know, that we was close. You know, she was like, you know, they not finna just jump on you. You know, I got your back. I'm on your side. So I'm like, you know, it's cool or whatever. Next thing I know, BD came around the corner, fists clenched, like at his side, looking like Arthur, like marching to the car. And he like, you got 5 seconds to pull off, or I'm busting your window out. This man didn't even put a pause between them seconds. He just literally was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Boom. And he bust my window out. I'm just like, and he broke his hand too. Boy, oh boy. So I'm just like, wow, I can't believe that I just sat up here, got jumped. Oh, after he bust the window, he decided to pull me by the hair and smack me in the face too, which turned the victory around, because then at this point, they over there having a reason to laugh at me. So I'm just like, I ain't did some shit. Like, here I done conquered 2 bitches, and nah, I gotta fight him. So I'm just like, I didn't fight him, but I was just pissed. Like, I can't believe that, number 1, I'm in a situation because this motherfucker told me to come over here. Number 2, she just pops up. I was caught over here, and I'm told to leave, and I still have to figure out a way, you know, that my kids gonna get watched, so I can go to work and earn money for my kids, while he just taking her side because whatever, you know. The chick was, when I described her weave, y'all should already know that she wasn't no match for me. But the thing with his insecurity was, he was a real pretty boy, and he liked really unattractive women. And me and him, we didn't, like, he didn't pick me. Like, we got hooked up, and we spent years together from that hookup. Like, we just was together. We couldn't break up for nothing. Like, we'll break up and make up, break up and make up. I'll find somebody new, and he'll break it up out of jealousy. He'll find somebody new, and I'll still mess around with him, you know, as his side chick or whatever, however you want to say it, even though I ain't feel like the side chick at the time, because I felt like I was in your life first, and we always taking pauses, and these bitches ain't nothing. They gonna come and go, but I'm here. I'm the rock. I'm the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, the rest of them is just hood rats that you just having debacles with. I'm the wife, you know? So that was my attitude about it back then. But in reality, he would be in these situationships making these girls feel like it's just them. And me and him really never really stopped messing around, you know, or when we did, it'd be for like a couple of months at a time. And he'll break my relationships up, and he'll keep his going, and I'll just still be messing with him like a fool. So that concludes that story. That is the time I got jumped by 2 girls and still whooped their ass. So the next story time is definitely in conjunction with this, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up and start a new video for the second story. Till next time, guys, which is literally finna be in a second.